up the pace. I'm about to chase money in case. Clean up base. Pick up the pace.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark DeRosa. Thanks for playing MLB The Show.
All right, here we go.
FansTheShow.com is the only address you...
With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher? What are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Opening night here in this brand new...
He's out.
And now in the box, number 24. He stands in for the first time in this one.
Number 24.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Green leads off first with one away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Giving chase is Moniak.
He makes the running play. 2 down. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Jalen Ortiz.
Line, but speared on a hop.
And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bat. Plate number 24. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. Right side, fair ball down the line. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Green rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he's safe. They've taken the lead. Stepping up is Josh Lester. He flew out in his last AB. Here's the 2-2. He's running. And there's a base hit on the line. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Now both runners are breaking. Weak roller right side. And he'll just step on first here to take the Shure out. So 2 on with 2 away. And digging in next is Daz Cameron. The runner's breaking for home. Pitch is a ball. And a ridiculous way to end the inning. Not sure if he thought he could. Now to the plate. Here is number 24. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball's too high here. 1-0.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
A ball and a strike.
One ball, one strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Here's the 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play. Ready now is number 24. Flew out last time up. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 0-2 once more. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Comes set with the 0-1 to first. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2. Striding in is Jalen Ortiz, trying here to plate the tying run from second. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. So now here is number 24. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pick.
Count remains at 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Nope. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Next, here is Nick Maton, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. The tag, and he is out. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th. And now here is number 24. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a flare down the line. Here comes the right fielder. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the go-ahead run will move up to third and wisely hold there with nobody out.
Hey, guys, you take your hat off to the batter right there. He was obviously, you could see in his approach, he was trying to work that ball the other way. And he finds a hole. Now it's first and third. Mucho problemas on the mound.
That's a strike to throw down. It's high, and the tag will come down much too late, and that'll move two men into scoring position with still nobody out. So next to bat will be Josh Lester. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Runner's on his way to third. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Speared on the dive. It's in time.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now the runner's on his way home. Oh, he's not squaring as the pitch is a ball. And they'll tag him out after the break from third. And I'm not sure if that was a missed sign or not, but something certainly went wrong there.
For the Titans, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 15 men on base.
We hear all the time from people around the game that AA is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you've seen before. That can be a big challenge for a young hitter.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, when you think back to, you know, some of the pitchers that I faced, some of the guys that you face in the big leagues for 5, 6, 10 years, you're thinking, man, I saw him somewhere. Yeah, it was AA, because when you see most prospects of any organization, they pretty much go to AA just to get themselves over that hump and get ready for the league.
You had a breakout season.
A AA hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Northeast League. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Erie Seawolves. We've got... And stepping in, Luis Garcia. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Luis Garcia is retired to kick off the inning. Kerry Chow comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Reined in. And there's out number 2. Next to hit is Nick Maton. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Morrow is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now into the box, Jalen Ortiz. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in will be Scott Spindler. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And a high strike there, 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out. Next to stand in is Mickey Moniak. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball in a count like that is...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. At the plate now is Josh Stephen, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Left side, but well foul.
Going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Again, another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Next up is Matt Schaefer. Here's the pitch.
The second baseman, Matt Schaefer.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. So stepping in is Rafael Marchand. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
This is foul right side.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Nick Maton. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Struck well, but the leadoff man set down to begin inning number 4. So now into the box is Jalen Ortiz. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch.
2-0. Ball 3.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Stepping in once again is Scott Spindler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Now at the plate is Mickey Moniak. He bounced out last time up, and he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Short will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So here is Josh Stephen looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-2 now.
I got the count. 1-2.
And he fouls this one off. Again, he sends it out of play. Line to the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Now it'll be Matt Schaefer, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Now to the plate, Rafael Marchand. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Next up, Kerry Chow. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Now at the plate, here is Nick Maton. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will get there. He's in at third as the tying run with a leadoff triple.
I think most guys are probably content with a double in that situation. Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-2, the final total today. The Fightin' Phils used a 3-run 7th on the mound.
A prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.